Hello guys, welcome back to the Crew 2 Hotshots info community video sort of thing like that. Let's call it that. Short video with some more information gathered together. Especially in the description I will post all the links of this. For instance, the Crew 2 website. I'm assuming that most of us know where to find that thing. But if you're a new player, you never know. Some people might not know where to find it. The crew-game.ubisoft.com, and then you sort of end up here where you can find some sort of information about the live updates that have been 3 so far: Gator Rush, Demolition Derby and Hotshots. 3 were announced for year 1, that is exactly what they gave us. A bunch of season pass cars that you can find information about here. If you click on the news, you will always, every Tuesday they post this week in the Crew 2, and then you get some sort of overview if you click on that about the live summit, what you can win there, what is available in the bundle to buy, some information about the Let's Play on Twitch with a link to their Twitch page so that you can find it. Every Tuesday they do a Let's Play, either with Rich from the States, I think that is, and the other week it will be David and Helen from Newcastle, UK. Occasionally there is no Let's Play, and then it is a live stream from Ivory Tower itself, Lyon, France, and then that's usually when they have something to announce or so. Which will not be the case for the next coming weeks, because I think the office is even closed this week for sort of yearly holidays, and also in August there will be low activity because devs go on holiday with their family, which they do like every year in August. So they go back full force in September, and then they will keep working on what they are working, and whenever that is ready we will hear about it. Don't expect it too soon yet though. But that is the website. There you will find all information. Of course, you also have their Twitter and so, where you will find information, their Facebook and so on. I will post a link of that website in the description, obviously. Then we have the Crew Hub, where you can find all kind of information, in-game events, what is going on this week, bundles that are available. If there is some sort of photo event or so, you can find it here on this page all over the place. Photo mode, there you can find pictures of the community. You can also post your own pictures if you want. Leaderboards, you can check the leaderboards for the summit. You can also check for specific events if you click on event here. This is the fame leaderboard, totally unimportant in my opinion. You can click on events, and then you go to the family, you select a certain track, and there you can find leaderboards of these certain events. As a summit player, of course, what I check here regularly is the summit. The current summit is Road Samurai. If you click on that, you will find all the events, and you will also find your scores in case you already done it. You can also look in the overall and search for a friend or whatever you want to have a look at. That is the Crew Hub. We go back to the summit. We have a summit overview for the Road Samurai. You get a calendar for the upcoming weeks as well. If you click on the next week ones, you will see all of the events that will take place, and already more or less a week in advance. You also have this overview in game, but it will not tell you what exactly events you have to do. Coastal Range to LA in an Eldorado Brougham, that's a Cadillac, and it is at night in the snow. Not so easy event, and that will be, yeah, the general idea of this, because this is the Player's Choice Summit, and that is a summit put together by TPC members. At first we had 3 combo events, but some were even found too difficult. Like for instance, I suggested a hovercraft on the Everglades jet sprint track. That was red flagged, came back as being too difficult even for veteran players, although veteran players did not agree with that, but yeah, it is what it is. So they replaced it with some backup events that we had, but that doesn't make it any easier. A Cadillac Eldorado in the snow at night, not that easy to drive. Classic muscle for coastal range to the Los Padres. Steel force plant, not such an easy drift track in a sports drift car. Temecula wineries, we are going to do with a touring car this time. American cars in the Midwest. That is a returning track from last week's summit, I think. But that is, yeah, we put this thing together a couple of weeks ago, so eventually you're gonna have some tracks returning. But this time it's not with a Challenger like the last time. This time it's with the Hot Rod. That's gonna be mainly a battle with pro settings, I think, to keep that thing properly on the road. And Salem Woods, route-wise, probably one of the more difficult rally raid tracks to figure out what is the best route, and you have to do it in a buggy. You also see 3 skill tests, but yeah, it just says aerobatics, slalom, and boy smashing. There are 2 options here. You can log in with your mobile, that will also show the names of these, or you can just minimize it a little bit, sort it to this level, and if you then scroll through it, you will see that the skill tests are Chicago aerobatics, the big land slalom, and Great Lakes boy smashing. So if you minimize your pace a little bit, you can see the names of the skill tests in advance, and then you can go practice them for next week if you want, and so on. That is the crew hub, also there, link in the description. Then we go to seeing you are watching here, I'm assuming you're familiar with my YouTube channel. I switch it up a little bit in such a way that you have this community tab thing here. If you click on it, you will see announcements that I will make what's going on. Like here you see Wednesday, July 31st, that's today at 18 European time, 1800 European time, that's in about an hour and a half. I will do the Nope Does Summit video, and I will do it live on Twitch. The video will be exported to YouTube afterwards. That's how I always do it. But if I'm gonna stream or so, I will announce it here in the community tab on my YouTube page. I will also put a link to the Discord, but that we will talk to that in a second, in case you guys want to join us, and then we can go there if you want. The Twitch channel itself is twitch.tv/RaceMasterDave, and then you arrive here, and that's where I will do the Twitch in case. We did some sessions on Monday with PvP. Yesterday we did some preparation on the current summit, tested out a few settings and cars and such, and then also some PvP to finish it up. Today it will just be, like every week, a walk through the summit, see what's going on, and see what we can get there. That is for Twitch. Now I've also have made some Google documents. They have passed by here and there in the in some of my videos, but I will put them together again also in the description, so that you have all the different links in one video. That's why I quickly do this video now. The affixes, more for new players. They sort of explain what they do and where which is best to use on which car and so on, or on which discipline, and then the maximum race as well. But of course, be aware that in the summit you win some boosted parts, which means that some of these parts will have higher percentage. We won some powerboats parts this week, and also last week, and they have a nitrochemist set with pure. The pure is 8%, which is the maximum, but the bugs, the rich affix on that, for instance, is 4.5%, which is 1.5% higher than it normally can go, because rich normally goes to 3, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the maximum, and these boosted parts that we had from the summit have 4.5. We previous summits we won some drift sets where you have hot head 10% instead of 8, which normally is the maximum. That is the affix table. Let's put it that way. Also, if you're wondering what event did we do, what car did we use in previous summits, find it here, a summit list with all the summits numbered. If you click on 5 here, you will get the reward, the events that we did back then, and it will and it's numbered to up to 26, because also the second batch will have 13 summits, just like the first batch. So I will keep this up to date whenever we have the information. The current summit obviously will always be the first page that you find here. So in this case, that is summit number 15. And then also pro settings made by Chris Fly, this document. There you can sort of see what all of these things do, as well for the ground, air, water, hovercraft, and so on. A bit more explanation what these different settings in the pro settings do, in case you haven't found that one yet. Also, that will be posted in the description. What else are we going to post in the description is a link to RMD World, which is my Discord. We will open it up for people that play the Crew 2. You can join us. How does that work? Let's have a look. If my mouse would work at least. If you go to Discord, you sort of, if you download Discord, it's a free app that you can download. You sort of come into this place here. And then on the left here, you have all kind of servers. Those are the servers that I am on. But if you come here, it will, the first time, it will probably be empty. Then you click on the plus here. And if you click on that, you can either create or participate. If create, that is mean you can create your own server, or you can participate. And then you click on join server, and then it asks for a link. I will post a link in the description for RMD World. For those who want to join, you just copy paste that link in here and you participate. And then you're gonna end up sort of here in RMD World with I think you're gonna arrive in the new members entry room. And what we asked you there is basically your Discord name, which is obvious, your Uplay and or Xbox player's name, so that we know who you are. And then we also, on this server, we go by first name base, so our real name basically. If you just give up your info here, if you join us, we will give you a role, which will be the green role for an RMD World member. You will see some red roles, which are admins. You will see some orange roles, which are TPC members, and the blue one is the RMD4 founder himself. That is me, obviously. Also, that of course I will post an invitation link, so that in case you guys want to join us. General chat, what do you find there? Yeah, for instance, the settings that I used for this summit, an overview of this summit. We have some info for the Crew 2 and Euro Truck. Some voice channels for games that we play. You will usually find during the evening some players around here of the regulars that we play with. Let's put it that way. This is mainly for the Crew 2 players. We were also in combination with some Forza server. We sort of merged into together, but we split together, and yeah, from what I hear, all people that play the Crew 2 have been kicked from the other server, so we have done the same. We have kicked all that play Forza only, that is, of this server. If we're not welcome on their server, they are also not welcome here. That's sort of how it works. That is for the Discord, yeah, and that sort of puts it all a bit together, a bit more overview. The Crew 2 website, the Crew 2 Hub, my YouTube channel where you find announcements in the community tab, the Twitch channel, and then all kind of Google Docs with affix, summit list, and pro settings. Put the links in the description. You will find all of this in case there's one of these things that you do not have yet. Other than that, I will see you about in an hour and a half when we go into do this Road Samurai Summit. Bye for now. I will see you then.